And I know it. They did. I don't know what they doing, man. They putting something on my legs or something weird, man. A little jazz. Uh, Man, some chicken and corn and rice. You know, my little signature dish. You know, try to give me a little nourishment. You know, hey, it's crazy. Life is a trip. I'm proud to see my boy got married again. That was pretty cool. Yeah, it works. For real. Not good, but hanging in there. Oh, I wish they'd leave me alone as far as getting all in my car and doing all that stuff, but it's kind of weird. But I got my uh I have my I'm ready to get to work, do some good in the world. It's kind of weird, homie. It's kind of strange. It's frustrating, but I guess they'll use that to frustrate you. You know what I mean? Nah, no, I was saying basically, just just the love of wanting to do some good work It's frustrating. People may not want to see the good. And if it's you doing it, it's like it's worse. But people don't understand every piece to the puzzle of life is for a reason. And I don't know why, by the grace of God, I never tried to like manipulate or destroy my history or whatever was around me. But it doesn't really matter, but it does matter. But I wonder why a lot of things go the way that it goes. You know? Kind of weird. Well, I ain't took a shower, nothing. I ain't had no proper sleep in years. That's crazy. Yeah, I get like once a month, twice a month. That's crazy. Yeah. Hey, I sat and took a picture of a Jewish man. He had his hat on and everything, right, with a big old basket. And I wanted to tell him, man, I'm gonna take you to, I used to go and man, I look out for all the synagogues in La Jolla, and I've been doing it for years though, for years, like the Jewish. Hey, I can't even, but it ain't them. It's the security and just ignorance, the goofy stuff. I'm not about to blame it. I mean, unless they telling them that, but you got to follow the spirit of God. And basically, a lot of people don't care if it's, you know, just when it told you about turning the other cheek. I mean, I don't think that God just wants you to be a punk, but in a sense of just walk away when you see the ignorance, because it tells you, like in the Bible, about God's no author of confusion, but of peace and love. So if you see confusion, you got to remove yourself. You know what I mean? And because I used to allow it to stir up, and then I fight it, or it's meant to allow you to clash. It's meant to do that. It's not meant to not clash. So sad, man. It's pretty sad. But the more you pay attention to things, the more that you will have more of an understanding of the devil's tricks, especially if you never had to use tricks. You got to. You'll have a choice. But you do have a choice. You do have a choice. I went to go over there to the baseball field, UCSD, watch the little man hit, pitch. I got to get my stuff in order because I got this, man. They send me people to coach, all the time, right? For baseball, and I'm like, man, I'm just broke up. I mean, I can't even do nothing. Like, and I'm like, it must be God telling me that, man, dude, you better go and teach some kids some baseball, dude. You know, and I haven't been, but I need to, and it's available. They want to pay me. That's the crazy part. But I don't want to come with. I ain't even got my stuff together. I ain't got no gloves, bats, balls. I ain't got nothing, huh? And all my stuff is so messed up. I mean, I be having kids hit me, parents hit me. I want you to coach my kid. I want you to take the time out with my kid. You know, I was thinking about my boy that got married today. His dad was our coach from 5 years old to 12 years old, and he passed away on us. And it was hard on him and his brother and his mom. You know, yeah. But I still love them. I love them all. You know, they my people, man. I don't know. Sometimes I feel like people don't feel that I'm their people no more, and I be like, why? I don't even know why. Because I've always kept it respectful. I kept it right my whole life. You know, I be like, what did I do, guy? But it be a lot of games being played too, so you don't know what's going on. People, this just be a bunch of manipulation. People listen to they homeboys, the girlfriends. You better listen to God, what God tell you to do, because you gotta the street stuff and all the whatever you learned in the streets. That's good for when you get ready for the fight, the real war, the spiritual warfare, right? So, but you have to you have to like you have to you got to get rid of your old self. You got to kill your old self, man. And that's the only way that you'll be able to live again. And they trying to kill me regardless. I ain't never been treacherous and did all kind of scavenger junk. Never in my life. That's the call. And they don't like that. But everybody's journey is different. You know what I mean? So I can't say what you went through and what I went through and however it went, you know, nobody's better than the other one, but the main thing is trying to stay steadfast and unmovable, abounded in his grace and mercy. And all you can do is trust God, man. And whatever you feel that the Spirit is telling you, if the Spirit is telling you this and that, and that's a bunch of confusion, that's not God telling you that. God not telling somebody. God not telling you to break in my car and destroy me. God not telling you to get in my car and play games with me. That ain't God telling you that. So You know, that's the devil. God is telling you to watch out. You know, mental health is real, man. For real though. You know, I sat on my street all week, broke down, the same street I grew up on my whole life. And I've always, even though everything has been weird, I still check on my everything. I check on everything in my whole neighborhood, everywhere though, and in my city. Really, to be honest, I've always been like that. It happened like that. I don't know why, you know. And you know, that's the way it was. It's crazy too that they like we still gonna give you action at being able to solidify your situation and be able to still like I, we want you to be okay. Whatever you've been through, we still want you and your heart to bless some people because we know that God instilled it in your heart or something. I feel that way, you know? Yeah. The devil killed my grandma, my grandpa, my mom, my daddy, my I mean people I'm like, wow, you know? Probably got killed by their own people too. That's the coldest part. Not me, but just that's the way the devil is working. You know, people around there playing games with money and you know you ain't never had no money. Stop playing besides a job. You know? I done got fired from all my jobs for nothing. And I be doing some good work, right? Because I know how it is. I've been a business owner too many times. And I know how people destroy yourself. So it's good to have somebody that's actually want to help you, you know, or protect it or try to, you know, make the best of it with you because that ain't common no more, regardless of whatever you're talking about. It ain't common no more. And it's sad, you know. But that's just what it is, man. And it's sad, man, because it shouldn't be like that, man. I seen a Jewish guy today. He had a big old basket. He was dirty, and it hurt my feelings, man. I went to go check my mail, and then I went to outside on the side, and there was a veteran saying he's a veteran, and he was trying to get some money, and I'm like, man, I ain't got something to just to help or do anything. But I was like, man, y'all want some waters or something? Both of them, they wouldn't accept nothing from me, nothing. You know, people are scared, man. They don't. They scared of people's food, drinks, and it's a lot of people killing these people. God didn't tell you to do that. God told you to bless the meek, bless the poor. You know, God ain't told you to destroy and kill people because they walking down the street with a basket, or they don't know what to do, and they don't have the resources to get it done. Just the bare necessities. I never really paid attention to it. I've always seen it and never had that type of stuff unless I went and got it. I had to put it together. But other than that, I can't figure it out. You know, cannot figure it out. Hey, I used to park where I'm parked right now. Sometimes I will park here 20 years ago. Oh, even like maybe 15 years ago. Man, they'd be all up in the car. I never knew, understood it, right? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. That's real, Vern. Some good-hearted people, man. It's hard to find now, and they around, and maybe I see I get taught a lot. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if they tell me, oh, I could kill you if I wanted to. I mean, I ain't going around somebody or trying to act like, oh yeah, I saw you. I'm a kill, or I could have killed you if I wanted to. I mean, what kind of shit? Or I don't know what is going on. I don't know why they get all up in the because they hurt me, trying to hurt me. And really doing it and been doing it. So I can't really say they playing because they not playing. They got enough power to make sure that nobody trips on it. Or nobody care about nothing of it. You know, they want you to trip out, go crazy. They want you to just basically whatever they could do that'll flip you out to destroy your mind. I just found out my boy that got married today, his cousin work at UCSD, a psychiatric. I'm like, wow. Like everything I've been going through, they've been trying to make sure they put me in a crazy house, and I'm like, God, what is this about? I'm gonna try to holler at it like, what is going on here? Like, why is this happening? Like, but I can never get the camera footage, nothing. But they're my people, and I don't know if my folks feel like that I'm his people, but I wrote a whole program 20 years ago because our baseball field when we was from T-ball to major league, from 5 years old to 12, we played on every single team together, from children, right, from babies. And his dad was the coach, and my other coach was our coach too. Well, most of the time, and like it's just a trip that I'd be like, man, what is this, God? Like, what is this? Why is this? I was sitting there. The park was named after his dad. You know what I mean? Which after we after our last year or maybe a few years after, it was no more baseball for the children there. And that was when I was like 12 years old though. 13, 14. So now we transition into 13, 14 years old, 7th, 8th grade stuff, junior high school. We all partied and split. We didn't, in juvenile hall and or selling drugs or using whoever's doing everything, everybody doing everything, right? whatever it was going on for whatever reason, however it got spun out like that, right? And I just be like, man, I always wanted to bring baseball back to my fields. So it's been working, the different people been doing softball and different stuff. The little youngster, um, I only actually came in contact with her one time. You know what I mean? Actually, to be honest, but you know, but I always wanted to bring baseball back to the field, cause and for it to be named after our folks. You know what I mean? The way it was when we left. You know what I mean? It probably meant more to me than anybody else. That's the crazy part. I don't even think it's really that big of a deal to nobody else. That was like a big deal for me to make that happen, you know? That kept us together was baseball. And I still had hopes of playing baseball even when I was 20 years old. I was still playing baseball. I was still playing softball. I was my cousin when he went to the Fed. I'm trying to think of how old I, but he even started a softball, or I don't know. I don't remember if we was playing hardball. We had uniforms, everything, right? Different hoods, different neighborhoods. You had Skyline, Emerald, Lincoln Park, the different, you know, um, I don't even know what ours was. Magnet, D, that, I don't even remember. But, it was like, man, it was just hurtful. But I just hope that it gets better and things work out because my intention's been pure my whole life. I always went and checked on his mom, everything. I call her mom. I call Pops Pops. Not like that of replacing my mom or daddy, but just out of respect, that's just how I did it. Like a lot of people call my grandmother grandma. A lot of people. So, you know, it's sad, man. It's sad when you pay attention to a lot of them, the manipulation and tricks. Yeah, but you know, you gotta have balance. But whatever you learn, you better remove it if it ain't. If you God bless you enough to show you what you should know as a baby or as a kid, and you revert back, I mean, or kind of don't stay focused, or you know, it happens. Believe me, in all kind of different ways, though. You'll never see it coming. Sometimes this time is just wasted. And I thought about my boy. I was like, I cried today, man, just thinking about a lot of the different. Like I was on my street the whole week, broke down. Like I thought about, like, wow, nobody offered too much. I mean, I got some water, a couple waters from people, couple people. Somebody came over with like some sandwich stuff or whatever. I didn't accept it. I was, what you mean? You gonna bring me? I mean, but I'm not cool like that. You know what I mean? I don't want nobody's food or nothing. You know what I mean? You know, it's sideways. Yeah, because I was trying to like get the whole everything, but I just been drained, man, exhausted. I don't know what they putting all in my eyes and all in my all of my body and stuff. I'm like, this goofy stuff right here. But yeah, man, I was just like, golly, you know. I got to see a lot, but I think it's a lot of weirdo stuff too going on. It's a lot of these dudes that probably went to the feds and learned a lot of tricks. They got to use the same manipulative tactics in the feds with different people and use them, coming across so many different powerful people. I don't know, man. What's going on? I know that put a black eye in the game. I see it. I'm talking about where just different things, just seeing it. You know, got a lot of youngsters and stuff that went playing all kind of games. Bullshit. I don't know. Figure it out. No, I couldn't even get somebody to give me a ride. I was like, wow, never did nothing wrong to nobody in the neighborhood. Not that I was really asking people and stuff, but I did ask too. I couldn't even go in my own house. You know what I mean? Probably was. It was all open and stuff. I'm not going in there like that. I ain't got time to play all them games. I don't want to play games with people. I done been put in too many binds and twists because that ain't real life. And my dad used to say that too. He didn't like no type of give him straight up answers and questions and answers. All that extra stuff, they don't want to hear. But I understand now completely. I understand completely. Oh. You know, I don't know. I don't know how my dad was before me or whatever. Seemed pretty cool to me. He always been pretty up, and I just be like, wow, it's a trip that I see the devil's tricks of what end up taking place, man. It's like, wow, and it keeps taking place, and I don't know who's who, what's what no more. And it's like, they get mad at you about your vision. Why you keep always coming up with stuff to generate finances? How do you do it? Why does he do it? Everybody got a position to play, and that's what they don't understand. It ain't one person supposed to take over the whole world. That ain't. It's not even possible. So I don't even know why you even trying to do it. That's not normal. The body, even when you talking about the body of Christ and stuff like that, the body is look, your body, you got all kind of different parts to your body that make this work. You see what I'm saying? It's not just one thing. It's not just the lip that make everything work. No, you need everything that make it work. And it's just real. The whole body. Hey, it's driving you crazy, but then if I do that, maybe I should go out. Maybe I should go out and then come back in. You think? You think I should do that? What do you think? You want me to cut this live off and then come back in, do another live? I don't know. They putting something on me where it's making me like tired and stuff too. Like I ain't smoked no trees, no nothing in weeks. I've even had a couple people give me trees. I give them away to other people. I don't. If it ain't no fire, I ain't smoking it. You know what I mean? I ain't. It ain't even that serious to me. But I've been still like waking up and then going back to sleep. Like, man, I don't even understand this. My eyes and junk. My eyes been hurting. They putting stuff all in my eyes, and they having fun with me. It's amazing. God didn't tell you to do it though. Yeah. Oh man. Back killing. You guys want me to come out and then come back in so I can turn the camera? Yeah, they are. All kind of different ways too. Wow, it's amazing what I'm seeing. It's pretty amazing, homie. But I needed to see it. I needed to see it. I'll talk to y'all in a minute. I'm gonna go live and turn the camera over. But I want to see baseball back. It still is at my other field, but once Joe died, I kind of like just left, and I shouldn't have did that because at Sunshine with Joe, old man Joe, I used to help him all the time, or he just do his I go check on him and chop it up with him. You know, I need to go back down there and get it together. Look like they done took over that too. I'll hit y'all in a minute.